It looks like Jean-Claude Van Damme's Time Cop is coming to 4K from Shout Factory. We got new 4K and 4K Steelbook images for Robert Eggers' Nosferatu coming from Universal very soon. Umbrella Entertainment announces its new May slate, including a very long-awaited title to come to 4K. Sonic 3 gets a Blu-ray and 4K release date. It looks like the Oscar-nominated film The Brutalist will be getting a 4K release in the UK, but will we be getting one in the States? And Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit gets another 4K box set release that is sure to disappoint fans. All this and more in the next Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 249. That's right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And look, guys, I'm not gonna lie, things are looking grim as far as like news lately. Like, there's not a ton to get into, but we do have the Shout Factory rumors, and I think there's some interesting stuff in there. We got some titles that just came out in the theaters that have gotten like physical announcements that we're going to talk about. Umbrella announced some stuff. We got new releases this week. We've got deals to talk about. So there's enough to dig into, but like, yeah, this is not going to be like the biggest episode of the Physical Media Report of all time, which is kind of normal for January, even February, but things will start heating up as we go. But yeah, episode 249, guys, we are one away from 250. So yeah, thank you all so much. Look, if you're somebody that's watched all 250 episodes of the Physical Media Report, let me know that in the comment section below. But before we get into it, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below everything that we talk about here today, guys. What are you excited about? All that good stuff. Let me know in that in the comment section below. And let's just jump right into it. Let's talk about Time Cop coming to 4K. So this is coming out. Well, it looks like I would think this would be a Shout Factory title, but it looks like Screen Factory on the side. Now, this is a rumor image. They have not yet announced Time Cop on 4K. I anticipate that Shout will announce that sometime this week, in addition to all the other stuff that we're going to go over. But we have got early leaked rumors for Shout Factory, for Screen Factory for the month of April. And this is the first one that we're going to talk about is Time Cop. And look, I'm all for more Van Damme on 4K. I've been enjoying like my Van Damme run. I need to get Bloodsport. I know it has an overseas 4K, but I've been reluctant to get it because I've just been thinking that if it has an overseas 4K, that it'll likely get a 4K here in the States. Didn't Studio Canal do the 4K of that? Like, shouldn't Lionsgate maybe have the rights to that, to do like a nice 4K steelbook of that? That's kind of what I'm holding out for, but I need to get it because that's a big Van Damme film that I have not seen. I remember watching Time Cop like when I was younger, but it's been a while. Like, I remember Time Cop and I remember Street Fighter. Like, those were the two like Jean-Claude Van Damme films that I watched. But honestly, like, maybe I didn't watch all of it. I don't really remember too much about it. So if I watch it again, it's gonna be like the first time I've seen it, to be honest. But yeah, Time Cop coming from Shout Factory. Look, like I said, I've been enjoying all my Van Damme watches. Like Kickboxer, I really love that. Sudden Death was really good. We watched Universal Soldier like a few years ago, came out from Lionsgate on 4K. And I feel like there were some other ones as well. But yeah, or Hard Target from Kino. I freaking love that movie. So yeah, I'm excited to get Time Cop added to the collection. Like, of everything that we're getting ready to talk about for April, like, this is probably the most exciting one. So yeah, and Shout Factory does a great job with their 4K. So I'm sure this is going to look fantastic. Hopefully, there's a good amount of special features on this because I believe this would be a new title to the Shout Factory label. So yeah, very excited for Time Cop on 4K. Let me know if you are in the comment section below. Getting into the other stuff, guys, we don't have images for these, like actual like Screen Factory, Shout Factory artwork, but they're going to be doing a couple of Coen Brothers films apparently on 4K. So presumably these are going to be Shout Select titles. Burn After Reading and Hail Caesar are both coming to 4K. Now, I have not seen Burn After Reading. That's a bigger Coen Brothers movie that I have not seen. This one came out the year after No Country for Old Men. And I remember the previews and the trailers. I don't know. There's just something about it. Like, I just wasn't into it. So I just never watched it. Just from the trailers, I just wasn't into it. But I've heard like it's a good movie. I've got it on Blu-ray, I believe. So I don't know if I'm going to get this 4K. Like, initially, I'll probably watch it on Blu-ray before I get it. But Yeah, Burn After Reading coming to 4K. I know it's a fan favorite. I know people do like this movie. Hail Caesar is not a fan favorite. This movie was kind of panned, I think, when it came out. Now, well, getting my ahead of myself there, guys. I do have this on Blu-ray, and I watched that one. I feel like maybe like 5 years ago or so. It's okay. It's definitely lower tier Coen Brothers, but it's still like a good, like competently made film. It's a little goofy, like, I don't know, like, I like the Coen brothers when they get a little goofier in their comedy and stuff like that. Like, I love Raising Arizona, that's a great one. But The Big Lebowski, like, I like it, but I don't love it like other people do. I much prefer my Coen brothers a little bit darker, in their filmmaking sensibilities and just a little bit more like pure drama. I think their best stuff is like Fargo for sure, like, perfectly balances, like, more of the lighthearted comediness with the darker themes. But Blood Simple and No Country for Old Men, like those are my two favorite Coen Brothers movies. I love it when the Coen Brothers like go very dark. So these more like comedic Coen Brothers films. I mean, I love Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Like that's definitely a Coen Brothers movie that's more lighthearted that I love. Would love to see that get a 4K at some point. I actually think 20th Century Fox owns that, so I don't know when we'll see that. But Hail Caesar and Burn After Reading. Are you excited for these two Coen Brothers films coming out from Shout Select? I would assume. We've also got Sorority House Massacre coming to 4K. And again, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I think wasn't that a Shout Factory exclusive Blu-ray like just last year? Weren't they like making people pay $30 to get that exclusive Blu-ray to their site? And now they're going to upgrade it to 4K. And it's going to be close to that same price point of $30, I'm guessing. Maybe 32.99 is their price point they like to sit at now. So that's interesting. If you bought the Blu-ray last year, which was a Shout exclusive, again, maybe it was something else, maybe it's some other kind of massacre movie, but I just remember this cover. It's a very provocative cover, and I think that was a Blu-ray exclusive to their website. And then some people probably paid $30 to get it, and now they're putting out a 4K of it, and they're going to charge, close to $30 again. So that kind of like, if that's the case, that's a little crappy. Of Shout Screen Factor to do. We've also got The Hunt, supposed to be coming to 4K. All this was shared by Dawn of the Disc, by the way, on Instagram. So go follow him if you want more insider news and stuff as it comes out. But The Hunt should be coming should be coming to 4K from I guess Screen Factory. Now I'm assuming this is probably going to be a release with no slipcover, all that kind of thing. Like they like to put out the Blumhouse stuff, the Universal stuff, like Freaky they put out, Upgrade they put out, no slipcover, anything like that. So I wish like if they were going to get these, they would at least make them feel a little bit more prestigious, a little bit more collectible, put those slips on it, maybe new artwork and things like that. Like The Hunt's a movie that it came out during the pandemic. I think like we were just so starved to watch like new movies. My wife and I actually paid $20 to rent that off of VOD, not own it, but just rent it. And we watched it that way. And I was like, okay, this is fine. Like I didn't love it. It came out on Blu-ray and I didn't even buy it. So I didn't even buy the Blu-ray. I don't really anticipate I'll buy the 4K. Maybe if I find it like dirt cheap or something somewhere down the line. This is a big one right here, guys. Al Pacino in Scent of a Woman. I have never seen this movie before. This is from the director of Beverly Hills Cop. This is a big Al Pacino film. I think this is the one he won the Oscar for. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but yeah, Son of a Woman coming to 4K from Shout Factory. I'm guessing this is going to be a part of the Shout Select line. Yeah, let me know if you're excited for that. So some prestigious filmmakers and films in this slate. I will say that. So that's pretty cool. You got some Van Damme. It's a nice mix. You got some Van Damme, you got some newer Blumhouse stuff, you got some classic 80s slasher, you got some Coen Brothers stuff, and then you got more like prestige, like Oscar drama stuff. So it's a good mix coming from Shout Factory in the month of April. Let me know what you guys think about it. So that was the rumor stuff. Let's get into the actual like news and announcements. And I got to pull this up on my phone real quick so I make sure I get the dates right. But we have Nosferatu with an official date and official cover art images for the 4K, and we got a Blu-ray coming as well, and we got a 4K steelbook right here with, old Nosferatu, Bill Skarsgård on the cover right there. So this is supposed to include two cuts. We've got includes two versions of the film. You got the extended cut and the theatrical version, so that's cool. They're including both cuts. I'm assuming this is going to have a pretty good amount of special features as well. And this is kind of a more in-depth look. You got Lily Rose Depp on the back. Yeah, this steelbook looks cool. Like I like the steelbook. I don't It's available to pre-order on Groove right now, guys, for I think 37.95, but the regular 4K is on Groove as well for 27.95. It's a little bit cheaper on Groove than it is on Amazon. I think on Amazon it's like over 40 bucks still. So I'm probably gonna just, I don't know, maybe I'll get the steelbook. Maybe I'll get the steelbook. I mean, I love Robert Eggers, and I didn't watch this in the theaters. I'm really excited to see it. Maybe I'll get it, but honestly, like I feel like the last time I looked, it was sold out. Like, but that happens often with steelbooks, and then they'll come back. So I don't know. I may get the slip, I may get the steel, but I'm definitely gonna get this. I do want to see it. But yeah, Nosferatu. It's got an official release date of February the 18th, so it's actually coming pretty soon. Then we got this Middle Earth 6 film collection right here, guys. 4K collection with the extended editions in this set. And this includes the Hobbit films and the Lord of the Rings films, all 6 of those films. And from what I was seeing, this is a 30 disc set. Like that's what it said on the actual like description. So this is probably going to be a pretty chunky box set right here. Cool that they have the extended versions. I don't know. I need to go look at it. I don't know if my 4K collection of the Lord of the Rings films, if they have the extended versions on it. I don't think that they do. I think this is kind of like a box set, a smaller like box set version of that bigger box set that they released like a couple of years ago that had the extended editions. So I don't know. This may be worth getting at some point just to get those extended editions. Like I have not watched the extended editions since I was in high school. Like it has been that long since I've seen the extended editions. Like I remember liking them, but it's like I'm just the type of person that's like I want to watch the movie the way it was like in the theaters when I saw it for the first time. So like when I rewatch Lord of the Rings, like it's the theatrical cuts almost every time, and I've just seen the extended cuts one time, maybe back in high school. But yeah, let me know if you guys are, maybe wanting to get this. It's available to pre-order right now. The release date, and it's coming out from Warner Brothers. The release date is March the 18th, and the pre-order price right now is like 210 bucks. Like, hopefully that drops down. I certainly will not be paying 210 bucks to get that because I do have the movies on 4K already. This would just be to get the extended editions, but I do not have the Hobbit movies. Like the one I have is just the Lord of the Rings movies because I'm not a big fan of those Hobbit movies, guys. I like the first one, The Unexpected Journey is pretty good, but after that, I was not a huge fan of those films. Next up, we got Sonic 3, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. My family and I wanted to see this one in the theaters, and we didn't get around to seeing it. So, I'll probably get this one on 4K when it comes out. This is coming out from Paramount April the 15th. Quite a while away for this one. You got a 4K, and then you got 2 different steelbooks, guys. So, of course, this is Paramount. Their new thing now going into 2025 is no standard Blu-ray releases. You got the Blu-ray in the 4K, but you are not getting a standalone Blu-ray release. Then you got 2 steelbooks. You got one with Sonic, and then you got Knuckles and Tails on the back, and you got Jim Carrey and everybody on the inside. And then you're going to have another one with Shadow. So that's pretty cool. They got 2 steelbook variations, and I don't have the interior artwork for this one. It wasn't being shown on Amazon, but they're both available to pre-order on Amazon right now, as is the 4K. And I will link this stuff down below, guys. All the pre-orders, all the stuff that I talk about that has pre-orders, I will try to link that down below in the description, as I will the deals, as I will all the stuff that's coming out that's new this week. So if you're interested in any of this stuff and you order from Amazon, you plan on ordering from Amazon, please use those links. They're affiliate links, and they do help support the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. Next up, guys, we have Paddington 2 coming to 4K. Do we have the first one on 4K? I don't remember. Like, maybe it came out. Maybe they did a manufactured on-demand disc of this maybe last year or something. But Paddington 2 is coming to 4K from Warner Brothers February the 11th. We've got HDR, we've got Dolby Vision, and we've got Dolby Atmos for freaking Paddington 2. Do we need Dolby? I mean, I saw Paddington. I actually saw it in the theaters. I remember taking my kids to go see it back in 2018 because I watched the first Paddington. Like, I thought that movie was super charming. And Paddington 2 was really great too. Paddington 2, I think wasn't it like the first movie to hit 100% on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that? So these movies are like literally impossible to not like. But is it a movie I need in 4K? I've got both of them on Blu-ray. I don't know if I need this on 4K. I don't know if I need Dolby Atmos for Paddington 2, but this does look like a manufactured on-demand disc right here with no slipcover, anything like that from Warner Brothers. Just one of those cheap new 4K releases. I mean, I'm sure the picture quality will be great, but again, it's not one that I am that I necessarily need. Let's talk about the Umbrella May releases, guys. Look at this slate from Umbrella Entertainment right here for the month of May. So the long-awaited 4K I've been talking about is The Fall. They've been talking about The Fall for the longest time. This is from the director of The Cell. I learned this when I reviewed The Cell, Tarsim Singh. But yeah, The Fall, I don't really know too much about it, but I am excited to check it out when it comes out on 4K from Umbrella. And I'll get into, more in-depth images right here. You got rigid outer slipcase, slipcase on the actual like 4K, 8 art cards, a reversible poster, and you got the Fall book. So like, is this based on a book? Like, it says The Fall book, like it's the actual, like, novel, of The Fall, but, yeah, again, I don't it looks kinda like Zorro or something right there, just the way the covers look. So, I don't know, let me know if this is, definitely one to check out, if this is one you've been waiting on. Because yeah, I know a lot of people got excited when I talked about this the first time, I think a couple of months ago when the rumors were coming out. We've also got a Shutter coming out. I don't know too much about this one. Looks like a pretty gnarly Asian film right here, Asian horror film. I like the artwork on it. I like some of that anime artwork right there. I think that's pretty cool. This is another one that's a rigid outer slipcase. Then you got a slipcase, 8 art cards, and Shutter book, and all that kind of stuff, guys. Then we've got Storm Warning, and this is from director Jamie Blanks, and I think I've heard of this film. I have never seen this film. And yeah, this is the same director as Valentine and Urban Legend, which is probably my two of my favorite slasher films from the Scream era. Like, I love those movies. So I'm definitely excited to get this one and check it out. This is a Blu-ray edition, not a 4K. But looks pretty damn cool. Looks pretty damn cool for sure. And then the last one, like, this is a really cool looking collection right here. The Thai Horror Collection. And this includes 8 movies, and it's got like 20 new features, including commentaries and visual essays, video essays. So like, this thing is absolutely stacked. And yeah, this is more like horror from Thailand, and I think that they did The Sadness, and I really loved The Sadness. So, yeah, I would definitely be down to check out some more, Thai horror films. I mean, it's got like a cartoon, like anime aesthetic on it. I don't know. I mean, I don't imagine these films are like cartoons. Like, I imagine like most of them are live action. Like, looking at the art cards down there, they look live action, but and the posters up there at the top. But yeah, I don't have the list of all the films that are in here, but they are 8 Thai horror films, and I imagine most people that get this will be watching these films for the first time. They were probably rescued from obscurity by Umbrella. So definitely very cool. The Thai horror collection. But yeah, The Fall, you got the Shutter, you've got Storm Warning, and you got this 8-film Thai horror collection. So definitely a very strong month for Umbrella Entertainment. Now let's get into this one, guys. We got an A24 Blu-ray release. This is exclusive to their website, and I'm just seeing this more and more with A24. It doesn't look like they have much interest in putting their movies out through Lionsgate anymore. It looks like they're doing a lot of their stuff themselves, like through their own A24 website. So we have here Sing Sing, which is a movie that I think the lead actor Coleman Dingo, I think is his name. He's getting a lot of praise. I think he was actually nominated for an Oscar for this movie. But this is a Blu-ray release, A24 exclusive, and this will be shipping sometime in March. And next up, guys, we have the Terrifier 3 big box set collection right here. This was supposed to come out with all the other Terrifier 3 4K releases back in December, but I think it got delayed. I've talked about this release before. I think it was going for like $150. I don't know if that's still the case now, but it's now coming out. It's now coming out on February the 4th. But this thing looks pretty damn massive. It looks like it has a freaking mini mask right there. It's got like little photos, like old school like photos right there from a disposable camera. It's got other stuff, pins, and just the full treatment right there. The 4K inside, of course. But yeah, let me know if you're into that. The Terrifier. Maybe you pre-ordered it like a long time ago. But yeah, let me know if you're excited for the Terrifier 3 4K box set. We've also got the Brutalist, guys. We got the Brutalist, got a 4K announcement in the UK, but not in the States yet. And this is coming out from Universal. No official release date, but the pre-order is up right now. So if it's coming out in the UK, probably a safe bet that we'll be seeing an announcement for this in the States. But yeah, the Brutalist just got nominated for Best Picture. I haven't seen it. I know the movie's like 4 hours long. So that turns me off like almost immediately. But, a lot of people are saying you need to see this in the theaters. It was shot on 70 millimeter. Watch it in IMAX, all that stuff. I get it, but I'm probably not going to make it out to the theater to see a 4-hour movie. But that's all the news and announcements, guys. Like I said, there's some good stuff in there, but it's not the biggest, amount of stuff that we've ever talked about on the Physical Media Report. Let's get into the deals, guys. We've got of course, the Barnes & Noble sale still going on. It's going on until February the 3rd. So I think February the 3rd is next Monday. So pretty much you have until next Monday. I've been trying to get out to the stores to do some in-store shopping, maybe pick up a few titles I don't have in the collection. I just did, guys, a recommendation video talking about some 4Ks and Blu-rays, must-own 4Ks and Blu-rays from Arrow Video. So definitely go check that out if you haven't yet. But let's jump on Blu-ray.com and go over the deals, because there was actually some cool deals going on Blu-ray.com. And let me make myself a little bit smaller up here at the top. All right. But yeah, it looks like Lionsgate is doing a lot of deals right now for some of their 4Ks. And there's some really good stuff on here for cheap. You got Total Recall in 4K, which I 100% recommend. That's a great release. I think it had new features on it as well that Studio Canal did. And the 4K looked great from what I remember. I think I reviewed it back in the day. Ghost in the Shell on 4K. I think that's the anime for $9.99. Talk to Me on 4K, guys, is $9.49. That's a great deal for that. Civil War on 4K is $15.99. I think that's cheaper than what I paid for it during Black Friday. Expendables 4 is $11.99. We've got Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes for $14.99. Challengers is currently $12.99. I wonder if that's an indication that maybe there'll be a 4K release sometime soon. Then you got Highlander for $13.49 and Gentlemanly Warfare for $17.49. You got The Protege, which actually looks pretty damn good. You got Michael Keaton and you got Samuel Jackson. That's like a Jackie Brown reunion right there. $10.49. John Wick Chapter 4 is $15.49. We got Rolling Vengeance from Kino is $11.88 on here. So that's a pretty good price for that. Avatar is $22.14. And again, I'll link most of this stuff down below, guys. The really good deals anyway. Sisu on 4K is $14.99. Everything Everywhere All at Once is $14.49. We've also got, oh yeah, all the Arrow stuff, guys. Most of the Arrow stuff will be included on here as well for 50% off. Groundhog Day, like if you don't care about the Steelbook or the Dolby Vision, you can get that for $16.14 on 4K. You got Tag on 4K for $18.49. Not sure how good of a deal that is. 80 for Brady, guys. Oh my goodness, that is $8.99 right now. Yeah, guys, just some good stuff. Some good stuff. Browse Plane. I liked Plane. I thought Plane was a pretty good action thriller with Gerard Butler. That's $13.49 for that. We've also got I'm so excited for Daylight coming soon, guys. I'm so excited. We got that's pretty much it, guys. I'm not seeing too much else. Oh, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom on 4K for $11.49. Okay, Thor the Dark World for $18.35. All right, there's some decent deals on here, guys, but mostly from Lionsgate. They got a lot of stuff. I'll link most of this stuff down below, guys. Moonfall, guys, $10.49 for that. Oh my goodness. Let's jump on Groove real quick. Let's jump on Groove. They got a Western deals, Western weekend deals on some Western 4Ks, Blu-rays, or maybe it's just Blu-rays and DVDs. But there's some good stuff on here. You got Deadwood, the movie. To be honest, like I would want to get Maverick. I don't want it on DVD, but if they have it on Blu-ray, I might look into that. But yeah, looks like you got some good stuff, some Clint Eastwood stuff, some John Wayne stuff. Now, a lot of the Clint Eastwood stuff, you might want to look at Kino Lorber because they've upgraded a lot. Oh my God, they got Wild Wild West. I need that. I don't have that in the collection. Do you think they'll ever do a a 4K of Wild Wild West. That's what you got to watch out for with these guys because they're upgrading a lot of westerns. They got Winchester 73 on here on DVD, and that's getting ready to get a 4K from the Criterion Collection. But yeah, there's some good stuff on here. A lot of DVDs though, some Blu-rays. Not really seeing any 4Ks right now. See Joe Kidd, I just got that from Kino. You know, that has a Kino Blu-ray. City Slickers, I don't have that in the collection here. There's the Maverick Blu-ray. Yeah, I need to get Maverick. I do need to get Maverick. And I don't think you have to pay shipping on Groove Guys either. So that is one thing to know. I do need How the West Was Won as well, but again, like they're upgrading so many westerns, like I'm very reluctant to pick up these standard Blu-ray editions. But guys, like I talk about them often, but I love westerns. I've just really grown to love westerns for sure. But yeah, they got a lot of cool stuff on DVD and things like that. They got some Couch Time Blu-ray deals with some collections on sale still over here. Chernobyl, Friends, like if you want cheaper options, Blu-ray options for some of these shows. Veep is $75. Doom Patrol, the complete series, $54. True Detective is still $40. So I think Amazon's price matching a lot of these as well. But again, you want to support where the sale like initiates because that'll keep them doing these sales for sure. Then you got High Drama on Blu-ray for $17. I actually did get a couple of releases on here for $17. I think I got Monster and I got something else I can't remember. But there's always good options. Oh, Pleasantville. I got Pleasantville on Blu-ray, and I got both of them for $17. So yeah, there's definitely some good options. I could honestly see Criterion though doing a 4K of Pleasantville. Like I hope they do that at some point. But some good deals. Always deals on Groove Guys. Look, I talked about it yesterday in my video. Like people talk about the rise of cost of physical media and all that stuff. And there definitely are labels and there are editions that have certainly risen in cost. But like in a lot of ways, like if you just want like the standard editions, Blu-rays, 4Ks of some of these movies, like physical media has never been cheaper. Like there's so many great deals and sales going on like all the time to pick this stuff up. Like if you don't care about like slip covers and box sets and steel books, like you can really get a lot of good stuff for cheap right now. You really can. There's a Valentine's Day sale. Oh my God, I could get Mannequin and Mannequin 2 on DVD. I think, doesn't Mannequin have a Blu-ray? Was it in like Olive Films that put that out? I do need at least the first Mannequin. I like the first Mannequin. I don't know about the second one, if I need that one or not. But yeah, if you want some lovey-dovey movies to watch with your significant other on Valentine's Day, you can get on here and check those out as well. But there you have it, guys. That is Groove. And that is the deals. Let's jump into what is new this week, guys. And I'm going to share the big ones that I got. There's not a ton of big ones that I got, so I'm going to go over this briefly. We got Just Friends right here on Blu-ray, and this is coming out this week. I was excited to get this, but like with the Warner Archive releases, this is coming out from Warner Archive. I don't think there's a price as of right now. There There might be. Let me look it up real quick, guys. I'm sure they got a price now. They just didn't have it when I. No, there's no price, and it's actually not even available on Amazon right now. So I don't know where you can get Just Friends. It is one that I do want at some point because I do like this movie, but I just watched it on streaming over the holidays with my wife. We hadn't seen it in a while, and I think it's a hilarious movie. I really love it. And I'll get it at some point, but I'll get it when it goes down in price at like 11 or 12 bucks, just like I did Money Talks. We've also got Sea of Love, Al Pacino, Sea of Love. A lot of love for Al Pacino recently in 4K. I like to see it. Hopefully we get Dog Day Afternoon this year. This is coming out from Kino Lorber today this Tuesday. Sorry, guys. All these are this Tuesday for $31.78. Now, this right here is the one that I am super excited about. We got Winchester 73 coming out, and I'm actually breaking my Criterion rule. I don't like to pick up Criterion titles if it's not a sale month or it's a sale day with the flash sales and stuff like that. I don't like picking up Criterions outside the sales because there's 4 of them. And with the Criterions, like they're not like limited in the same way that some of the other boutiques are. I don't have to worry about slipcovers. I don't have to worry about steel books. I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. So I usually wait for the sales. But this movie, I am so excited to watch. I've heard some really cool things about the movie. It's James Stewart. It's a Western. Like it's a match made in heaven for me. I love the man who shot Liberty Valance. Also Destry Rides Again was a really solid Western. So I am super excited to check this one out. Though there will be a review for this, guys, on the channel when I get it. I ordered it from Amazon, so I don't know exactly when I'll get it, but hopefully I get it by the end of this week, and I'll be able to watch it over the weekend and do a review by maybe next Sunday or somewhere around there. But very excited for Winchester 73 for sure. Let me know if you guys are in the comment section below. We've also got Orca, the killer whale. Now, Orca, I will definitely get this at some point. This is coming out from Kino Lorber on 4K for $33.49, and there is also a Blu-ray edition as well for $22.49. I didn't talk about the price for Winchester, guys, but Winchester is $34.99. It was $40, but it dropped in price. But yeah, Orca right now is $33.49. So let me bring back up this real quick, guys. And yeah, we got the Keep right here on 4K. So these are all the standard editions of all these Vinegar Syndrome titles coming out this week, guys. So what Vinegar Syndrome does is they'll put it on their website with the packaging and all that stuff, and that's the limited editions, and then they'll sell those, and then a couple of months later they'll start to put the standard editions on Amazon. So that's why you see these kind of re-releasing. But Cannibal the Musical standard edition, Hundreds of Beavers is getting a standard edition, Last Embrace on 4K is getting a standard edition. Super Vixens. Everybody's talking about these Vixen movies. Oh my goodness. Bunch of horn dogs out there. Jeez Louise. I know I can't add those to the collection. That's not going to fly around here. Black Eyed Susan. We've also got the Coffee Table. We got Cash Calls Hell coming out. Ice. I think these are all Vinegar Syndrome releases. Curse of the Devils, definitely Vinegar Syndrome release. The Seventh Curse and The Witch from Nepal. Daffy Duck Quackbusters coming out from Warner Archive. Underworld Beauties coming out from Radiance. I showed that off on the channel recently. Bang the Drum Slowly was a cinematograph title coming out from Vinegar Syndrome. House is getting a release on Blu-ray for $96.99. That's a steep price for House. Isn't that like 8 seasons though? Smiley Face is getting a release for $24.47. I thought about getting that. It's got Anna Faris in it. Who, speaking of Just Friends, like she is really hilarious in Just Friends. Like she's kind of underrated as a comedic actress, in my opinion, between that and Scary Movie and some of the other stuff she did. Really funny. At least I always find her funny. The Sacrifice Game. Maybe It's Love. I don't know what that is. Looks like we got a standard edition of Opera on 4K coming. That's going to be $39.99. So that's pretty cool. Close Your Eyes. Wait Till Your Father Gets Home. This is another cartoon right here for $41.95. I think this is a series, a cartoon series, 3 seasons right there. We got Houseboat. I think that's coming out from Kino for $20.98. That has Cary Grant in it. A lot of stuff coming out this week, guys. Child's Play media book. Now, is this going to be on? Yeah, that's going to be on the Vinegar Syndrome website. Crack House is getting a release. Frankenstein Jr. What is that? Running on Karma. I showed that off not too long ago. Teacher's Pet. Weak Spot from Radiance. I showed that off. Gabriel Over the White House from Warner Archive. Teacher's Pet, I think, is from Kino. Last Standard Saber River is from Warner Archive. So yeah, we got good stuff. Cheyenne, the complete series, coming out from Warner Archive. Neon Nights. I don't know what that is. That looks like a Vinegar Syndrome porn site release. We got Shout at the Devil. What is this? Lee Marvin and Roger Moore. That might be one I have to get at some point. 1848 for that one. We got, oh my God, look at that. Huckle, guys. Huckle is coming out. Look at that. Look at Huckle. Look at that. Don't you want that on the shelf? Nice old face, you know? Not to be ageist or anything, guys, but I just know that's kind of scary. It's a little freaky. Huckle. Good old Huckle. Let's see. Hot Summer in the City. Rumpelstiltskin 4K. Is that getting a standard edition? I mean, I'm still waiting on my box set from TerraVision. I'm waiting patiently, but hopefully I'm getting that soon. Then we got Tarzan, New Tarzan Adventures from Warner Archive. Or no, that's Film Masters. Sorry, guys. Film Masters putting that one out for $21.99. And yeah, Look, I try to dive a little deeper this week. A lot of times I forget to get on here, guys, and cover some of these lesser known releases. But look, thank you all so much for watching. We're done. That is this week's edition of the Physical Media Report, episode 249. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Please, if you can, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below, guys, whatever you want to comment, and we'll see you next time.